What's going on, guys? So today my video is going to be on um, setting up your first SARM cycle. So how you should do it, what ancillaries you need to have on hand, what compound I might recommend. So first of all, this is not me um, telling you should do this. This is not me um, like recommending anything or anything like that. This is um, your decision solely. I don't advocate for it. But if you're going to do it, you might as well do it the safe way rather than have yourself um, go through issues in the long run. So, if it's your first time, I'd only recommend Ostarine. That's because Ostarine is very versatile, regardless of whether you are cutting or bulking. If your diet and nutrition is in a good place, you should see results from it either way. Um, So I recommend Ostarine. If I could redo the first video I ever did, instead of, what did I do? I did 12.5 milligrams for 2 weeks, then I think 25 for something like that for 2 more weeks. I'd start at maybe 12.5 or 10 for a couple of days just to make sure you don't have any issues, maybe like 3 days. Then bump it up to 20, and I'd do it for 6 weeks instead. It's not suppressive to the point where you'll get lethargic. Like LGD, if you try it for the first time, there's a good chance you'll get lethargic pretty soon. It won't shut you down, but it's just not, I don't think it's a good one to start with. If you were to choose one other than Ostarine, it would be LGD, but I think that you should start with Ostarine. And the only ancillary I think you need to have on hand is arimistine. Okay, I don't think you need a PCT for Ostarine. They will suppress you. They'll suppress your LH and FSH, suppressing it, not shutting it down as if you were injecting exogenous testosterone in your body, which will shut your body down. And people need to understand that SERMs come with their own side effects. You know, Clomid, I've tried 12.5 milligrams before, and I was depressed out of my mind. Like, people, you hear about the horror stories, but you don't know how bad it is till you really try it. I have 2 bottles in my drawer that I will never touch again. And then Novadex, I've never tried it personally, but you get hot flashes from it. I've heard, just brain fog. So SERMs are nothing to mess around with. They can even cause blood clotting, which people do not know about. So I definitely do not recommend that. So just arimistine, because like I said, so no one really knows why the estrogen issue happens. But basically now it's theorized that when you use a SARM, even if you've seen in the study, 1 milligram of LGD will tank your SHBG. So having low SHBG is good because it raises your free testosterone levels. But when you do it too drastically and so fast, when free testosterone goes up so fast, so does estrogen, leading to the estrogen issues you might encounter. So that's, most likely the mechanism of action. Like I said, I don't think it's been fully determined. But arimistine on hand. And let me tell you, do not use arimistine if you don't need it, because arimistine might dry out your joints. I know when I used it for a long time, I probably used it for too long. I got really dry joints. It was not worth it. And I don't know the mechanism of action of arimistine too, honestly, because it's not very well studied. But I would rather use that because it worked when I tried it. And something like exemestane or aromacin or arimidex is way too harsh, and you don't need to be using that. So those are the only 2 things you need. Like I said, your diet and training to be on point. But I mean, this is probably my most frequent asked question that I get asked every day in my messages, and I thought I'd cover it today. So overview what I said: get Ostarine, 20 milligrams. 20 to 25 milligrams for about 6 weeks. If you have a good source, you will, and your diet and training is on point, you will see results. If you're 30% body fat, you're not going to notice anything from it. Okay, if you're 30% body fat and you take testosterone, you will not notice anything from it, other than bloat and probably more estrogen issues. So, like I said, this is not me advocating for it or anything like that. But if someone is to use it, then they should be aware of how to use it properly. Like I said, this is just my opinion too. But yeah, 20 milligrams Ostarine, aromatase on hand, and use if needed. No PCT. I mean, this is just my opinion. If you guys are having trouble with the source, I am willing to message you about it because I don't like calling out sources on my YouTube. But there are a lot of really popular sources that are actually don't test their product, and you know that's a big deal for me. Maybe not for you, but it is for me. But if you guys want to message me on Instagram, I can help you out. I'm hoping to have affiliation with them soon. Even though I don't right now, their products are so good, I will recommend it anyways. Because you know safety is really important, especially in a gray area like SARMs. So hopefully you guys heard me during the video. You guys complain about my volume all the time. So if you guys like the video, please like, subscribe. Any recommendations, comments down below for more videos, please let me know. And thank you guys for watching.